We're terrible. Fiance, fiance.
Howdy, how y'all been doing lately? I've been doing great. Eating a good Brussels sprouts lately? I know I haven't. So anyway, I was watching this video on YouTube. I think it was a Happy Slip one, and it said 4 facts about her. And I think eventually you should get to know me. You already know I don't like Brussels sprouts. And I think that it's weird when people sing, you know, on iPods. And I don't like Crocs especially that much. But there's one thing that you do not know about me. Is I have a fear of pigeons. Yeah, you think crazy. Pigeons. What? Pigeons? Yes, pigeons. They are the scariest things in the world. I mean, it's a true fact. Statistics show that pigeons are scary. I just pulled that one out of my butt. That's not true at all. Anyway, so this is the reasoning for my pigeon scare thing, majinger. I don't know what you call it. Fear. Pigeon fear. Couldn't think of the word there. Have you ever had that where you just can't think of a word and you're like, what is it? It's like the simplest word. Like one day I woke up and could not remember my friend's name. It wasn't that I couldn't remember it, like, it was, like, on the tip of my tongue. Oh, don't you hate that when it's on the tip of your tongue and you're just, like, and for hours you're just, like, what was I thinking about? Like, for one time I could not think of this one Adam Sandler movie. I think it was Happy Gilmore. Could not think of the name of it. It was freaking me out. Freaking me out. Like, I hate when I can't remember something. It makes me so frustrated. I seriously just want to, like, pull each one of my hairs out individually and just, like, flush them down the toilet or something. You know what I mean? No, you don't. Okay. Anyway, well, yeah, it bothers me when you can't think of something. What was I talking about? I was talking about not thinking about. Have you ever got when you start talking? Actually, this only happens to me. When you start talking and you ramble off and then you don't remember what you're talking about in the first place. I think that's just a Lauren thing, though. I'm pretty used to it. So I was talking about pigeons, but how did I get onto this topic? Anymore. I said by Marissa. I know, that was very sperm at the moment. So, pigeons are very scary. People don't think so, and people are like, Lauren, why do you think pigeons are scary? They are so scary. Okay, first off, they're gray rats. Okay, rats, ew. Rats are scary, they're scary. They're so freaky scary. Okay, like, who likes rodents? Have you ever met somebody besides Emily who goes, oh my god, rodents? I mean, I haven't. That's why they're on Fear Factor. That's why you have to lay in rodents on Fear Factor. I don't know why God created rodents. Ooh, almost broke that face. Anyway, yeah, well, getting back to the pigeon story. Okay, pigeons are so creepy. Okay, first off, they're like rodents, and they roam the cities, lurking and eating dead worms brought up by the rain. And they're so freaky. Like, okay, don't even deny that you're scared of pigeons, because this is what happens. I'm gonna reenact this, okay? You're walking down Pittsburgh. Oh wait, I don't live in Pittsburgh. What? You're walking down the city sidewalk. You know, you got your styling, you got your boots on, your raincoat. You're walking. You're like, you know, going to your Broadway show or your dinner, luncheon. No, it has to be sophisticated. It'd be like brunch with your fiance, and you're walking, and you're like, oh, by the way, every time I think of that song about Beyonce, you know, The Beautiful Liar, which you may see a video from us. It's an old one, but you may see it eventually. Beautiful Liar. Every time I hear that song when Beyonce goes, Beyonce, Beyonce, every time I hear the word fiance, I want to go, fiance, fiance. Emily does too. It's like, it just naturally comes to our head, you know? Like, we talked about that in health class today. Triggers, when you smell something, or you hear something, or you learn something, or something. Another thing comes in with that, and I'm confusing you, I know. Anyway, pigeons. You're walking down the street, the avenue. That's worse than small, if you heard her. Anyway, you're walking down the avenue, and all of a sudden, there's a pigeon. And you see it sees you. You stare at it down, and it's like, just like with the Brussels sprouts. And you see the pigeon, and then another one comes, and another one. And eventually, there's a whole bunch of them. And you're walking, and you're walking, and you're walking, and there's the pigeon. And you know it is going to jump up, you know? It's one of those scary movies that you've seen a billion times, and you know that something scary is going to happen, and you know when, too, but you still jump, you know, you're like, I'm not going to jump this time, I'm not going to jump this time, I'm not going to jump this time, and then you're like, have you seen Dark Knight? Great movie, great movie, saw it twice in theaters, by the way. Yeah, I saw that, and the first time, when the Batman guy gets hung from the ceiling and smushes into the window, you don't expect it, and you're like, I stuck in time, I'm not gonna get scared, I'm not gonna get scared, and bam, you know, I got scared. Anyway, pigeons are just like that. You're walking and you know that they're gonna flutter up in front of you. You know that they're gonna flutter. You're walking and there's the pigeon. There's you. It's going to fly up in front of you at any point, and you don't know when. And it's scary. So you're walking, and then all of a sudden, the pigeon is flying, and you're just like, oh my god, your heart like skips a beat, and you're like, you think you're going into cardiac arrest because of a stupid pigeon. Don't even deny it. You are freakishly afraid of pigeons too. It is not just me.